But I gotta go with Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Damn, I don't know.
That's back when the only way you could do an album cover was to lay down like this. It's got a few records. Oh, I never seen the inside with the Tiger. Mike was flexing. I ain't never seen that. He was heavy. Yeah, Mike was heavy. Mike said they don't know I'm gonna have a tiger cub in the inside of the with a tiger print handkerchief in my pocket. That's some dirty shit, I swear.
What's happening? I'm Starlito.
I am Mr. Don Trip.
We are the Step Brothers.
And we're about to dig the crates.
At the Okayplayer Lounge.
Yeah.
For me, music is always attached to moments, and even as a creative, I try to make it a time capsule. The Black Album, the Allure song is my favorite song, so I'd say maybe the opening line, the Allure, breaking the law, was always too much for me to ever ignore.
Man, these two right here.
I got my next.
TLC.
Damn, I didn't even see that one over
You ain't
there.
been over here.
I got the
You got
Jeezy
mine.
one.
Well, we probably need to swap sides.
That's
by
cool.
now.
I discovered music primarily word of mouth from my peers or environmentally.
TLC period. I used to, at some point in my life, I was married to all three of them at different points in my life, but still, for me, I discovered music. I don't actually. This would be horrible. This is Tupac, Keep Your Head Up. Not that I Get Around. That was a fun song too. This is for Tupac turning into, like, you know, West Side. So with this, I guess I discovered from maybe my wife. If it's new music, I don't discover much new music. All the music that I listen to, I discovered as a child, I guess, growing up, listening to the radio and TV.
And I got
Tupac,
J. Cole,
TLC.
K.O.D. I think was the name of the album. Goodness gracious.
It be that way sometimes, man.
I love this album. I tweeted about this album in real time because in 2018 I used to jog to this album a lot. And so I don't know, it was one of the times listening to an artist I was like, damn, like I see it through their lens or they speaking for me. It was one of those moments as a fan. People most frequently discover our music. Word of mouth is still the most efficient means because there's still tons of people that like, man, I got a hold of your music because my cousin went to college with you when he came home from the holidays and I stole the CD. I got Young Jeezy, The Inspiration.
Oh, you too good.
This 2006. So my first official single feature Young Jeezy was called Grey Goose. And so we did a lot of shows and stuff. It was on Trap or Die, and I think this was the second album on Def Jam. And I like this album a lot. It's not my favorite Jeezy album, but I really like it a lot. Favorite song in there is I Got Money, featuring T.I. And you hear it and share it, or you repost it, could turn into however many new listeners that we didn't necessarily like target. Yeah. So, I mean, technology and social, like, viability and viral appeal is the ultimate like tool for discovery, I think.
I got the Isley Brothers.
How that Footsteps in the Dark go?
I keep hearing footsteps, babe. Oh, hearing footsteps in the dark.
Keep going, bro. You got it. You're killing it.
It might have the words. Oh, it do got the words in it. Ain't that some shit? The type of music I grew up listening to kind of varies. For a large part of my childhood, my mama was dating a guy that bootleg cassette tapes. So we used to hear just about everything. Dawg, this right here is Outkast, ATLiens. Cause man, it's one of them albums I probably wouldn't really be into rap if I didn't hear this one. Man, it's one of them tapes. This was I still listen to this now actually.
I got one for you too.
I need you to scrub over. Oh yeah, definitely. Money, power, respect,
well,
what you need in life.
I know he was gonna pick this one, so
yeah.
We was just listening to it on the ride.
This is my first time hearing DMX. I thought that was like a rap angel sent from hell.
I grew up listening to a lot of gangsta rap, a lot of inappropriate music for the age that I was at the time.
Definitely.
Shout out to moms. My mom had me at 19, so in a lot of ways we always say that we grew up together. And so I was listening to what she was listening to. And in large part, that was whatever was current. I remember knowing all the words to The Chronic. This album is like, to me, like perfectly sequenced. It's very, very, very like theatrical. This is an album that I tend not to listen to unless I got the time to listen to it from beginning to end. And as an artist, I attempt this same trajectory of presenting a complete body of work and being an album artist more than a single driven artist. My favorite album artwork is this album called Step Brothers for Life. And it's Don, Trip Starlito, and there's 9 children on the cover surrounding them. They're sitting on a couch, and it looks just like the Step Brothers movie, like the scene when they're going for a job interview. They're wearing tuxedos, just like the scene. And there's 9 children surrounding them, presumably they're their children. I hear the 8 of them are Don Tripp's children, and one of them is Starlito's only child.
You hear?
But it is, to me, it's the best album artwork I've ever seen.
All right.
You got that one?
Yeah, my 6th one. I was hoping you had Bobby Brown, My Prerogative. But
I left it for you.
That ain't My Prerogative though.
Oh, okay.
And that ain't Bobby Brown at all. That's Cameron, Craig.
Yeah, I said that. That's a single though. That's why. I mean, if it was SDE, I might have picked it.
Yeah, if it was My Prerogative, I would have had to go with that. My favorite artwork of all time would have to be Lil' Kim Hardcore album. I wish they had that vinyl in here. I don't think I ever seen the album cover in this enlarged.
But can you just describe what it looks like for those who...
But I gotta go with Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Damn, I don't
That's
know how I
back when
didn't see
the only way you could do an album cover was to lay down like this. It's got a few records. Oh, I never seen the inside with the tiger. Mike was flexing. I ain't never seen that. He was heavy. Yeah, Mike was heavy. Mike said they don't know I'm gonna have a tiger cub in the inside of the with a tiger print handkerchief in my pocket. That's some dirty shit, I swear. Lil' Kim Hardcore album. Lil' Kim is exercising. The cameraman might have caught her while she was about to stand up.
What was she wearing?
She was wearing that little tiger cub from Michael Jackson album cover.
2 artists I would love to see collaborate. I would love to see J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar collaborate, although they have before, but considering the climate of 2024 with a rap beef reigning supreme, and even I champion or prop up the whole apology piece from J. Cole, because just like we can be self-righteous and we can be right all the time, I think it's fair to acknowledge when we're wrong. And I was always looking forward to that collaboration that they kind of put out there that never came to be. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm trying to, cause I looked over Thriller and that's almost making me mad. Oh man, I'm any money more, man.
2 people I would like to hear collaborate. I would say Jhene, Aiko, and Miguel. They did a record together, but I don't really count that. That was like a remake of a record she already had. But I really enjoy listening to their music. I think it's true to life. You know, it's artful. And they kind of unapologetic in their music. So I'm gonna go with this one. I almost went with this one. It's a very best of Death Row because it's got some cuts on here. But I'm gonna go with this one because I never heard this as an album. And although I like the songs, we picking albums. And this is more of a keepsake relic. If I was in a store, I would definitely buy this one over this one. And I got Master P, Ice Cream Man. All right, so
funny story about this album, which I originally owned on cassette tape. The last body of work that I paid for, I downloaded.
So not singles, the whole tape.
I got a cousin, which we call him Pepper, and I'm like, what are you listening to? Cause he's the kind of person that had a CD book with everything, like a lot of music. He was like, man, I'm listening to Master P. And I was like, dude, shut up. Cause I thought he was talking about himself. I thought he was calling himself Master P cause his name started with Pepper. And then he had the tape. And I was like, oh, this is a real person.
The last body of work that I purchased was Chris Brown, 1111.
She's an Osley. It's an R&B singer. Alex Osley. That would have been the last thing that I downloaded. But this is a really dope album. Takes me back to the mid-90s. And shout out to all the independent moguls that paved the way and gave us the blueprint for do-it-yourself.
I've only ever attended one concert in my life, and I don't remember when it was, but it was in Memphis. It was Jhene, Aiko, and it was at the FedEx Forum, I think. But that's the only concert I've ever been to in my life. I loved it. It was very exhilarating.
The last concert I attended was the Eagles with my mom. I mentioned all the gangsta rap shit we listened to, but I forgot to mention we listened to Pink Floyd, we listened to the Eagles. The Eagles concert was a great experience. Fans of that group know how to party, and I'll say that. We have great seats, and typically my banker will give me like box seats or, in the suites. But in this particular concert, we had floor seats, so we were more amongst like the people, and it was really cool to see people's reaction to music, because music is like a universal language. And I was enough of a fan to enjoy music that I was familiar with. I discovered some new music, and I'm going away from the rap to Stevie Wonder, Hotter Than July. This album has my favorite Stevie Wonder song of all time on it, and it's All I Do. I love that song. My daughter often tells me, why do you play that song all the time in the car? Because it's feel-good music. It was on my playlist I made when she was born. Little does she know, it was on my delivery playlist. So this is a dope album that I actually listen to quite frequently in my own times.
My favorite music video, a Quiet Storm remix, Mobb Deep with Lil' Kim. Not cause Lil' Kim is wearing the stuff from the cover, cause she's not. But she do that, Lil' Kim do that Lil' Kim dance that she do every time she on stage. But I like that video. I thought it was pretty cinematic.
All right, I'm gonna go with Dead Prez, Hell Yeah. I like when the video matches the song. I like story rap, but even more so when the visual brings that story to life.
Yeah, I am Mr. Don Trip.
I'm Starlito.
We are the Step Brothers
for life. And we just got to dig the crates
at the Okayplayer Lounge. Yeah.